Alright, this is the Sharky tutorial. So I have my hand towel and I've already pre-cut it, but you want to cut it across the back part lengthwise. If you're using full towels, of course, you have them cut to the hand towel length. And so we're actually going to use both pieces because we're going to use one for the fin and one for the face. So I have it already cut, see? So we're going to use the first piece for the face. So we're going to bring him over to the machine and put him in. I already have my shark loaded and ready to go. So we're going to load this on, and you can do your shark any color you want. I'm just doing him gray because, you know, sharks are gray. My daughter, we're going to make her a pink shark later today. So it all just depends on whatever color your kids want, or grandkids, or whatever, whomever you're selling them to. So I have him loaded in, lined up into the middle. I have this just barely lined up to the lines here because it's going to be down here. And my daughter's behind me, so please excuse her. So the first spot is the tack down for the face. Now there's the placement and the tack down both there. I just stick my fabric on top and go. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I just chose Minky for the top of his face, because I didn't have any really cool, like, Sharky type stuff. I think vinyl, or like that, yeah, I think it's called marine vinyl. It kind of looks leathery. Would look really, really cool doing a Sharky. So, put my fabric in place, and it is going to stitch out the placement stitch and then the tack down stitch, and then I'm going to trim it, and I'll be right back. Alright, so it's tacked down the fabric in place, and I have trimmed it so the top part of his head is ready. The next spot is his face, so I am just using felt, and I've put heat bond on the back, and so I'm just going to stick it over. Again, it has the placement stitches if you need them. If you're like me, then you'll just put it over top and it'll tack down twice. Either way, your choice. So I am going to have this tacked down, and then I will trim it and be right back. Alright, so I have trimmed around his face, and if you haven't yet invested in a good pair of applique stitches or scissors, these are the ones I like to use. They have the flat bill, and they can get you right up close to that tack line, or that, the tack line of the fabric. So the next part is his face, or his mouth, and so I'm using red fleece. On the other one, I used a glitter sheet. On this one, I used a glitter sheet, but this one, I'm just going to do a regular fabric so you can see how it looks. Again, heat bond light or heat bond on the back of your fabric. So I'm going to stitch it in place and trim around it and be right back. Okay, so this is how he looks now, and we are ready. It is going to stitch out the defining features. So it's going to do the eyes, and then the eyebrow type looking thingies, and then the snouts part, the dimples, and then it'll move to the teeth. You can put WSS on. Because I used Minky, I will probably do it. But I mean, if I was using like a vinyl or something like that, I wouldn't worry about it because it's already flat and smooth. So I'm going to put WSS on top of these eyes. And then the teeth are filled, so you can if you want to, but you don't have to do the WSS for the teeth as well. So I'm going to stitch out the eyes and everything else and get everything stitched out, so then it'll do the satin trim and things like that, and he will be done, and I will show you how to do the fin.